Hey everyone, welcome back to Sonya's Sweet and Spicy Kitchen. Today we're going to make some cool sandwiches for this hot weather, which includes a little bit of tuna, a lot of love, and some sweet and spice. So let's do this. Hey everyone, Sonya Paz with Sonya's Sweet and Spicy Kitchen. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And what I have for you today is the easiest recipe for a nice chilled spicy tuna salad on these hot afternoons. But if it is not that hot in your area, have no fear, because this recipe is good for any time, especially in the winter when it is cold outside and you need something toasty and spicy for the indoors. Now the list of ingredients is pretty simple for this recipe. It's how I end up using the ingredients and how I fluff up the tuna and drain the water is how I end up getting just the right consistency for my tuna. So what I do is I get the Kirkland brand Albacore Tuna, solid white tuna in water. I don't get anything in oil because that it's just too oily. I don't like it. I find that the way that I end up straining the water out of the tuna and fluffing it up with the fork is sort of the method to the madness. We have 1/3 of a cup of mayonnaise. We have half teaspoon of garlic pepper, half teaspoon of Dijon mustard, and of course a 1/4 cup of Sonya's Sweet and Spicy Candied Pickle Jalapeno peppers. I'm gonna go ahead and chop those up and start fluffing up the tuna, and I'll show you how we're gonna get that done. As you can see, I went ahead and I drained all of the water from the tuna. So you can see that it is it's going to appear quite, fluffy. It's not going to be it's not going to have much juice in it, because that's okay, because when we work on chopping up our jalapenos, we have enough juice in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw this right into here. And I have a way that I like to fluff up the tuna, and I don't just break it up like this. I get right in here and I start smashing all of the tuna up just like this to get every little part that is chunky, because when they package the tuna, they package it raw. They package the tuna uncooked, and then the cooking process is in the can at the manufacturer where they make all the tuna. So when I do this, I fluff all the big chunks up and get it all so it's really, really fluffy, as you can see. See how fluffy that is? So I just mash it up. It doesn't take much effort. If you're making a double batch of this, then, just get a bigger bowl. But I found that if I use a bowl that has more room around the bottom, so I can actually get that tuna in there and start fluffing this up just like this, then you have a lot better work area to work. So this is almost done. Super easy. Fluff that up, flatten it out, tear up those chunks, and might speed up the camera a little bit here. All right, so we've got that all nice. As you can see, it's fluffy. There's not big chunks in there, and it really expands the amount of tuna that you have put into the bowl. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my mayonnaise. I'm gonna add the mayonnaise and the Dijon first, because I don't want to add the spices yet. I wanna make sure this is completely mixed in and get everything out of the bowl here. And I'm gonna just, now if you don't like mayonnaise, or if you want more mayonnaise, you can certainly add to it. I find that this is gonna actually get right in there and start adding. I like more of a saucier mayonnaise, so you can probably use a 1/4 cup if you don't want to use a 1/3. I'm going to go ahead and add in my Dijon mustard. Oops. And mix that in. Just mix it in really well. I just grab from the sides, start just pushing that all around. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in my garlic pepper. Now, I like the garlic pepper. I never add salt to tuna because it doesn't need it. The natural flavors of the tuna are kind of, I don't want to say salty enough, but they compensate for any sort of you know, it's very flavorful. Now I'm going to let this set in here for a few minutes while I go ahead and chop up my jalapenos. Now, I went ahead and put on a plastic glove. Anytime that you're going to be chopping up jalapenos or anything spicy like this, where it has lots of oils and natural, you know, oils where it's going to be on your fingertips and stuff, then you probably want to get a glove. I always do this in the raw process, because when you're chopping up the jalapenos in its raw state, then you can start burning your fingers. And as many jalapenos as we have chopped here, you can definitely end up getting some blisters. Depends on how sensitive your skin is, depends on how sensitive you are to these oils. So a plastic glove isn't a bad thing. And I know better, but I did make the mistake at last year. I was cutting up jalapenos like this for making a tuna recipe like this, and I accidentally forgot to put on the glove. And I thought, well, I'm not cutting up that many, so it's not going to be a big deal. And then I was getting ready to go out, and what happened? I was putting in my contacts, and as you can imagine, it was not pleasant. It was not pleasant at all. So what I'm doing here is I'm just, as you can see, just dicing these up into small pieces. If you've got bigger pieces like this, just individually chop them up. Get yourself a really sharp knife. It does not work well with a steak knife or a serrated knife, so try to get yourself something that has a nice straight edge that is for kitchen prep, and, you know, a chef knife, that kind of thing. So let's see here. We've got this. This is nice size. I think these are plentiful. You can see the beautiful spices here in my jalapenos. They are a nice mix of spices that I use, and you can see the mustard seed mixed up with the natural seeds of the jalapenos. And yeah, I think this is it. This is a nice little array. It looks like a lot. You don't have to add that much. And as you can see from here, there's a lot of moisture. So the dryness of what it looked like, the tuna is actually going to be compensated. So we've let that, we're going to throw this in there. I just pop that right in, grab it with my knife, and get as much as I can. I can discard the glove at this point. Now, this is a lot of jalapenos in here because that's the way the family here likes it. You can make this not only by putting it on a nice little bread or a bun or a brioche or make a tuna melt or something. You can serve this with crackers and let your guests just sort of, you know, put it in a cute little decorative bowl, and it is good to go. Now, as you can see, everybody is going to have an amazing bite of flavor here. There is certainly not, we have gotten very generous with the peppers in there, and we're going to put it on a bun, and I'm going to sample it and see how it goes. So there we are, quick and easy, and definitely a thumbs up for sure. All right, there you have it. An amazing tuna salad, cool enough for the summer, but warm enough for your tummy and for your loves of spicy food. I have gone ahead and served that up with chips. I'm gonna go ahead and get the hubby. That's gonna be his lunch for today. And of course, if you wanna share with others, this is a small little thing because I kind of ran out of crackers, but go ahead and grab one of these. You're going to take this, you're gonna try it out. Happy food dance. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Get the right flavors of the tuna. You got sweet and spicy jalapenos. You've got the Dijon mustard. The garlic pepper really adds to it, but doesn't overtake it. And you've got that fluffy, fluffy tuna. Perfect. So you end up with just an amazing, amazing, beautiful appetizer or snack in the afternoon. Before we go, make sure that you like us. We are a new channel, would love any sort of YouTube love you can give us. Go ahead and check us out right here. You can see us here on YouTube. This is our our new channel here, Sonya's Sweet and Spicy Kitchen. Make sure you check us also out here on Facebook and on Instagram, because we could use all the love. If you have purchased my product and you want to share this channel, please, there's a share link somewhere up here, down here, whatever. I'll put it down in the notes of this video, and would love it if you can just tell your friends and family how you stumbled upon our product, how much you love it, and if you are doing any of our recipes and following any of the directions, and I try to make it super easy so you all can just plug and play, make sure that you do that so that we can get some good, YouTube cred. So that is it today, everyone. A super easy peasy appetizer and lunch for you and your bestie, or you and your hubby, or what have you got going on. And it's flavorful, it's easy. All the ingredients that I carry, or all the ingredients I have, are things that I've had in my kitchen already. So I try to make it really simple for everybody. The only thing you need to do is get yourself some Sonya Sweet and Spice. So get that at Sonya, right here we go, SonyaSweetSpicy.com. Sweet candied pickle jalapeno peppers. So many recipes, so little time. But if you were trying any of our recipes out, I would love it if you would share what you've known. Maybe if you've added your own flavor to ingredients to this, please let me know, and would love to share that with our audience as well. We would love it if you would comment, share, and subscribe on this video. In the meantime, I'm going to get the hubby his lunch, and that's it for today. Next week, got more videos coming up and more ideas to present to you so that you can cook easier, more flavorful, and have fun doing it. So we're out for the day. Have a great one. Take care. Hey Marky, your lunch is ready.